Hello, my name is Matthew Richardson, and I am doing my YouTube presentation on employee orientation. I'll be covering what it is, an example of an organization that deals with orientation and later training, and concluding with a compare and contrast. So first and foremost, what is employee orientation? It is the transition one makes upon a new employee to make him or her feel good about their decision. It is also the ongoing process through which new employees begin to understand and accept the values, norms, and beliefs held by others in an organization. There are many benefits of employee orientation, and they include: it helps reduce new employee anxieties, so new workers are able to learn their duties and are more productive. In addition, it helps employees to learn their duties faster, so they quickly become valuable members of the team, which benefit both the employee and the company. It also improves employee understanding of the company's goals and priorities, which decreases employee turnover, because it ensures the employee knows what needs to be achieved and is expected of them. Orientation leads to three things: having a well-trained staff, consistency in performance of all employees, and aids in evaluating employee performance. Benefits of employee orientation also include an important foundation of employee motivation and constructs higher levels of job satisfaction. Successful orientation starts with programs. Large operations rely on human resources department. Small rely on general managers or owners. A provided history of the business and the owner's philosophy. They describe how the new employee's job fits into the overall production, and they review an employee handbook. A very important attribute in employee orientation is that it should always be fun. It is a positive event. At the end of the first day, the employee should leave with something encouraging to share with family and friends. Common mistakes in employee orientation are managers and supervisors overwhelm too much information in a short period of time, or they overload with forms to complete. A very important item in developing successful orientation is a checklist. Both the employee and the operation should create a checklist that managers and supervisors may consult. The larger the operation, the larger the checklist. I discovered an article in the New York Times featuring Ruby Tuesday, a large restaurant chain throughout the United States, who is taking a positive turn into the future for its staff and new employees. This excerpt features a twofold of orientation and training practices / programs. It was entitled "The Changing Facelift." It mentions a long-existing employee who is teaching service engagement in front of many Ruby Tuesday managers. This particular person has been with the company for more than a decade, who started as a part-time cook and is now Director of Quality and Innovation. This clearly tells us that management did a good job in keeping an employee around for quite some time, and to have the person move from position to position. Within what this person is doing, he is orienting students or new employees to know the right ways of serving, communicating, understanding. These are the Ruby's way. The article also went into detail about it employing 43,000 people every year, where its annual rate of turnover is 100%. But this does not mean that everyone leaves in a given year. Many of the managers stay for quite some time. and the rotating staff is tightly managed. As with every casual dining chain, Ruby Tuesday embraces the upside of fast food uniformity, where it outlays its identical meals no matter which restaurant you visit. They also want none of its downsides to feature prefab cooking that is delivered by program servers. So they really care about service here. So while the company has a thick orientation and training program, the point of their orientation and later training program, which is called Wow You, is not rehash the regulations or their regulations. It is to acquaint managers with the art of improvising with those regulations. Again, serving, communicating, and understanding, so they can teach the underlinings to do the likewise. With that said, and in other words, the company abides to things and steps it goes through to learn how to improve. So serving strict policies. The article goes into another interesting point. Ruby Tuesday will spend as much as $2.5 million a year on Wow You, much of which is to fly managers' employees and put them up at their Ruby Lodge, which is a rather luxurious inn. They'll be served elaborate meals including dishes like crostini, cornmeal crusted oysters, items unlikely to show up on a Ruby Tuesday menu. It is clear that they care about their employees. The company wants their employees to experience a really exceptional level of food and service so they can bring the spirit back to the restaurants. They also abide to checklists, and they call these checklists the Ruby Walk. And it shows that they are quite serious about checklists, which is really good. So in conclusion, the takeaway message for what proper orientation is and what Ruby Tuesdays is doing are: orientation benefits both the employee and the company, so effort does count, and checklists and programs are key to successful orientation. And last, adding some fun and proper later training keeps people around. I hope you enjoyed my little presentation. Take care.